Alright, so we are back with another episode of my player career mode of Cricket 22, and we are playing the World Cup at this point, and we have played a couple of matches against South Africa and Australia, and we did manage to win pretty comprehensively. We beat both South Africa and Australia in the first couple of matches, and it was like really good matches. And here's the points table. Bangladesh sitting on top of the table with Sri Lanka in second, and India is currently third. We have played only a couple of matches, whereas Bangladesh and Sri Lanka both have played 4 matches each. So yeah, this match is going to be against New Zealand, so hoping that we will be able to pull off another win in this match. So yeah, let's see what happens. We will be playing in Trent Bridge, Nottingham. Here we are at the beautiful stadium of Trent Bridge. The two teams are out, the national anthems are being played. So yeah, let's hope that we will have a good game. And here's the team lineups of both the team. New Zealand's teams looks pretty solid. A lot of good players in that squad. Virat Kohli gives the coin a spin. New Zealand has called heads. India has won the toss. Interesting. What's Virat Kohli gonna do? We have chosen to bowl first. It's a pretty good decision from my perspective. Alright, Mohammad Siraj with the first ball of the match to Martin Guptill. Martin Guptill cuts it, and it is a dot ball to begin with. I feel like India has got a pretty solid team to, at least go for a World Cup victory here. It's a pretty solid team. So yeah, those are the first runs for New Zealand. Martin Guptill off the mark. They were thinking of a second run, but they did not, which was a very wise choice. Henry Nicholls, 64 matches, 2000 plus runs, average of 41. It's a pretty good batter. So yeah, what I was saying is that India can win this World Cup, considering the kind of players we have. Henry Nicholls straight off the mark. Final delivery of the over coming up. It's been a pretty decent over. We only considered 3 runs. Make that 4. So 4 runs of the first over. It's not bad. It's a good start to the match. Right, 14 overs done. New Zealand 80 for 1, and we have got the ball. 9 matches, 6 wickets, average of 58. To be honest, we are bowling a little better in this World Cup at this point. So that was a good ball to Kane Williamson. Martin Guptill is batting on 41 runs. So yeah, New Zealand have gone off to a really good start, I must say. I'll go for a doosra in the third delivery. Give it a little bit of flight. Nicely defended by Williamson. The run rate of the scoring rate of New Zealand is also pretty good. Almost 5.5 runs and over. This was not well timed, and that's why it was just a single. If it would have timed it well enough, it would have gone straight to the fielder. Gonna bowl another doosra now. And the final delivery of our over has been hit for a boundary by Guptill. Pretty nicely timed this shot was. Straight behind our head for Martin Guptill's half century. Alright, we are back with our third over. In the first couple of overs, we have considered 11 runs, so bowling at a pretty decent economy at this point. Another mistimed shot. It's only a single. Martin Guptill moves on to. Oh my goodness, that's really sad. What should have been a single turned out to be a couple of runs. Yeah, Martin Guptill batting on 53. Oh, that was a really good delivery. Tried to cut away, but did not have the timing to do it. But this he has played in the gap, and it's gonna go to the boundary. Martin Guptill is looking really dangerous at this point. Final delivery of our third over coming up. And it is a dot ball. So at the end of 19 overs, New Zealand 111 for 1. The second delivery of our third over coming up, we considered a boundary in the first delivery. And even Williamson is looking very settled at this point. The idea is to try and pick the wicket of one of these. Oh! How's that? The final delivery of our fourth over coming up. New Zealand 116 for 1 at the end of 21 overs. Alright, 26 overs done. We are back for our second spell. And New Zealand is batting really well. They are 148 for 1. And it's a little worrying, the situation that India is in at this point. As these two are batting really well. Martin Guptill back on strike. He's batting on 77. And he has picked us up very nicely. Hits us for a 6. Alright. This is some quality batting happening at this point from Martin Guptill and Kane Williamson. I mean, we all know how dangerous Martin Guptill can be, so this has been hit again. Should be another 6, so he's taking charge at this point. The ball was in the slot and he just hammered it completely. Right, beginning of our 6th over, Martin Guptill batting on 93, so he's looking really settled. New Zealand 165 for 1. The idea is to just pick up a couple of wickets here. That would be really good. Right, he's looking to hit us on the offside a lot. Maybe I should get a couple of fielders in that area. Alright, the fourth delivery of our over. And he's gonna get a single. Yeah. He's batting really well. He moves on to 95, sorry. Yes. They are rotating the strike really nicely. The batsman brings up their half century. And that's Kane Williamson's half century. A really good knock from him. Final delivery of our coming up. We've only considered 3 runs from this over. And we will end the over with a dot ball. New Zealand 169 for 1. Okay, so at the end of 30 overs, New Zealand 180 for 1. Martin Guptill has scored his century. 105 runs. That is a huge hit. It is a 6. My goodness. They are playing us really well. It's a bit surprising and dangerous that these two are batting really well at this point. Huge 6 from Kane Williamson. We are turning out to be a little expensive compared to the previous matches. Again, another good shot from Kane Williamson. A beautiful late cut. Just not nailing our line and length at this point. And we have been really expensive. 7 overs, 57 runs. Economy hasn't been that great. And yeah, we just have to be true to what we are doing at this point. That was another edge. So, need some luck on our side. New Zealand 207 for 1. They are placing the ball in the gaps, rotating the strike. I mean, absolute good cricket from New Zealand at this point. If New Zealand keeps on batting at this run rate, I think they will end up. My goodness. When are we going to get one of these edges? Hey, what I was saying is that if New Zealand keeps on batting at this run rate, we'll score somewhere around 350 plus. And this has been hit high. Has this been timed? Yes. We end the over with a 6. Our bowling is not up to the mark in this match. Beginning of the 36th over, New Zealand 228 for 1. Another edge, another thick edge. We are just not getting these edges. It's just pure bad luck. Down the ground. A huge six from Kane Williamson. We are turning out to be damn expensive in this game. And I have no idea why our captain is letting us ball. Alright, Williamson has moved on to 87 of 66. That's so unlike Kane Williamson. Good fielding from Virat Kohli over there. Alright, final delivery of our over coming up. I'm gonna drop this a little short. Kane Williamson defends it. End of 36 overs, New Zealand 237 for 1. Alright, we are back for our final over. It's been a really horrible game for us with the ball. This was a good delivery. New Zealand 242 for 1. I'm just gonna have a look at the partnership between Williamson and Guptill. It's 193 of 171 balls. Wow. That's something. Steps out, hits us, and it's probably a 6. It is a 6. And that's the 200 run partnership. Like, I'm out of ideas. I do not know what to do in this situation. Like, the shots that they are mistiming, those are not going to the fielders. The ones that they are timing, it's going straight out of the ground. Final delivery of our spell coming up, and that we end with an edge. So we have considered 89 runs in 10 overs at a economy rate of 8.9. We have done really bad in this match. Alright, the final over of the innings is here. New Zealand 352 for 3. Kane Williamson 145 of 108 balls. Tom Latham 37 of 27 balls. The run rate is 7.18. That's mammoth. Yeah, like as a bowler, I have done really bad in this match. And that's another boundary. My goodness, Williamson is playing on a different level. Hopefully, we'll be able to rectify the mistakes that we did with the ball in the upcoming matches. And yeah, in this match, hopefully, we will have a good day with the bat, because we need to. Another late cut by Williamson finds the gap. That's 150 runs for Williamson. 153 of 111 balls. Wow. New Zealand has taken a liking to our bowlers in this match. Is this going to be another boundary? Oh my goodness. Oh, holy shit. The final delivery of the innings coming up. Kane Williamson batting on 157. Flicks it. Ends it with a boundary. New Zealand end the innings with 369 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. So the target for India is 370 runs, which is so huge. There they are walking off after having a good day with the bat. So here's the batting scorecard. Guptill 130 runs, Williamson 161. Good contribution from Tom Latham, 38 of 28 runs. And the bowling card looks like a disaster. Only Mohammad Siraj has done a good job. Ravindra Jadeja has gone for 64 runs in 7 overs. I gave away 89 runs in 10 overs. I mean, it's really horrible. Let's see what our batters can do with the bat. Alright, 28 overs done, and we finally get a chance to bat. 9 matches, 418 runs, average of 209. We need to continue in the form that we were batting in. Beginning of the 29th over, India 156 for 3. Rohit Sharma batting really well on 74. Has he mistimed it? Oh my goodness, we lost the wicket of Rohit Sharma. That's a huge wicket for New Zealand. He was batting really well. India loses 2 wickets in very quick succession. Good catch over there by Kyle Jamieson. Rohit Sharma looks completely disappointed. He was in for a big innings. He walks back for 74 runs of 88 balls. Ravindra Jadeja has walked out to join us in the middle. India 156 for 4. Okay, we need to stop playing these kind of shots first up. And yeah, the required run rate must be somewhere around 9 to 9.5 runs and over at this point. So we have to be very careful at what we are doing. That was really late. Let's not get under any pressure at this point. I mean, it's still winnable from here. It should be our first runs. Had to dive, but we do make it home. We need to do some quick running between the wickets in this innings. The final delivery of the 29th over coming up. Only a couple of runs have been scored in this over. Make that 3 runs. Yeah. At the end of 29 overs, India 159 for 4. The required run rate is 10 runs and over, and currently we are scoring at almost 5.5 runs and over. This was timed pretty nicely, but we will take a couple of runs very quickly. Yeah, I mean, because of the misfield, we were able to take the couple of runs. So yeah, 10 runs and over, that's what we need to score from here onwards. Good shot through the cover from us. That should release some pressure. That was a good cover drive. So yeah, 20 overs remaining from here on out. Still require almost 202 runs. No, almost 10 runs and over is what we need to score at. Another miss from us. James Neesham is bowling really well at this point. He's bowling at a really good rhythm. You can feel that. Straight to the fielder. Should be a quick single. Yeah, it is. So India 169 for 4. So yeah, what I was saying is that if we have wickets in hand towards the last 5 or 10 overs, we can take the charge, and this is time really. So yeah, we can take the charge and score at a quick rate. So at the end of 31 overs, India 172 for 4. Beginning of the 32nd over, Daryl Mitchell into the attack. And because of the overthrow, we are going to take a single. Maybe go for a quick second. Yes, we do manage to get a couple of runs in the first ball because of the misfield. Beginning of the 34th over, the required run rate, as you can see, has popped up to almost 11 runs and over. Not almost, exactly 11 runs and over. Another misfield. And we are going to get 3 runs. We need to utilize these kind of misfields if these happen to get runs. And India has lost the wicket of Ravindra Jadeja, I think, in the previous over. So Usman Young has walked out to bat with us. And remember, Usman Young did play a really good knock in the previous match. So yeah, this is the partnership that has got to do it for India. And Matt Henry is back into the attack. 6 overs, 41 runs is considered. And India 189 for 5 at the beginning of the 35th over. I assume that's going to be a wide. I hope so. Yeah, it is. Alright, the final delivery of this over is coming up. And mistimed it completely. Thankfully, it is not a run out. We get a single. Beginning of the 36th over, required run rate is going up like crazy at this point. That has hit our body. Just misreading the deliveries at this point. We need to calm down a little bit. Alright, beginning of the 36th over, required run rate is 11.5 runs and over. So we need to find a way to get these runs. Well, I assume that's going to be a start. It should go to the boundary. It does. And that's a much needed boundary from us. I mean, beautiful, delicate cut shot. One of my favorite shots that I love playing. The 5th delivery of this over coming up. And it is hit straight to the point fielder, but we get a single. India 203 for 5 at this point. And James Neesham is back into the attack. 3 overs, 13 runs, picked up the wicket of Rohit Sharma. Very economical. And the required run rate is up to 12 runs and over. So, yeah, good luck with this chase from us. The fielders are electric. So, India need 159 runs from 77 balls. It's still doable. I'm not losing hope, but it is a tough task. And we need the luck to favor us a little bit. Can we get a third run here? I'm going to the wicketkeeper's end, and we do get 3 runs, so that's good running between the wickets. And there should be a good change. Mitchell Santner back into the attack. I hope this would be good for India. 38 overs done, India 215 for 5, and straight away we are gonna get a couple of runs from Mitchell Santner. The 5th delivery of Mitchell Santner's over is coming up. Ooh, that's a really good delivery from Santner. Alright, the final delivery is coming up, so we need to score a boundary of this. And we hit it straight to the fielder at long on. At the end of 39 overs, India 220 for 5. Timed pretty nicely, should get to the boundary. No, it does not. It's been really nicely fielded by the fielder over there. It's just down to a couple of runs. India need 148 runs in 63 balls to win from here on out. That was a bad shot from us. I'm disgusted at that shot. Alright, last 10 overs, India need 147 to win. Can we do it? That remains to be seen. We need to do some serious hitting if India is going to win the game from here. And that's a 50 partnership between myself and Usman Young. 59 balls, 145 runs required. Is there a way to win this match? I would like to think that there is. Alright, Trent Bolt is back into the attack. He has a couple of overs left, so we need to do something about that. This has been hit pretty well. Should go. Oh, it's been dropped. Wow. That was a chance for New Zealand, which has been dropped straight away. Is that some sort of good luck for us or what? I hope so. Final delivery of the over coming up. Straight behind, is not timed it really well. So at the end of 42 overs, India 250 for 5. Alright, so 47 balls remaining, 120 runs required. Can we do it? Let's hope so. I mean, we need some serious hitting to win this game. Alright, Jimin Isham back into the attack. And I think his overs are going to be very crucial. Required run rate is 15 runs and over. So we still have to get 15 runs and over to win the game. That's going to be very interesting and tricky. And third delivery of the 44th over coming up. James Neesham is bowling so well at this point. I mean, it's really hard to, score runs off him. That's a misfield. We should go back for the third run as well. Good running. Oh, and that's a half century. Alright. I mean, let's not celebrate too early. The job is not done yet, but that's a good knock from us. Trent Bolt back for his final over. India 283 for 5. Nicely played, but again, in this match, I'm not timing it as well as I was timing in the previous match. Alright, James Neesham is here with the 46th over. The required run rate is 15 runs and over, so we still have a long way to go. So let's hope that we can manage to do that, because I have a feeling we can end up winning this match. If we stay at the crease, we will be able to pull a miraculous victory. 78 runs required of 29 balls, 47 required of 16. That's an edge, but we are going to run and run as hard as we can. Alright, 13 balls remaining, 45 runs required. Usman Young batting on 104 runs of 59 balls. When only 3 runs have come off this over, so that's a little worrying sign. This has not been timed well, and the ground of Trent Bridge is so big, it's got big boundaries all around the park. So couple of overs remaining, India 327 for 5 at this point. Have we timed it? Yes, we have. It was a slight misfield, slight hesitation over there from the fielder, but we get a couple of runs, and a couple of runs are not going to help us a lot. So we need to find a way to hit boundaries. I mean, 41 runs of 11 balls, still doable, still very doable. This is okay. This has been timed, but straight to the fielder. Oh my goodness. Alright, the second delivery of the 49th over coming up. India need 40 runs to win, and Usman Young has completely missed it. Seems like he's not finding the middle of the bat after getting to his century, so that's a little worrying for us. Another edge. These are not going to help us. It will only be a single. 39 runs required of 8 balls here. Alright, we have timed this one on the back foot. It will go for a boundary. That's a much needed boundary right there. We need to play a positive brand of cricket here on. Yeah, so we need to play a positive cricket from here on out. And we cannot. Another shot on the back foot from us. Thankfully, it was pretty nicely timed and it goes to the boundary. 31 runs required of the last 6 balls for India to win. Final over is here. 31 required of 6 balls. That's going to help if it goes to the boundary. It does. It does. Alright. So it's down to 27 runs of 5 balls. Can we do it? We need a big 6 from this over. That's the second boundary. Wow. Alright. Seems like we are in this game after all. The equation is down to 23 runs of 4 balls. This has not been timed, I suppose, but we will get a couple of... Oh wow, it's a misfield. It's a misfield and it goes to the boundary. Goodness me, it's all happening here in Trent Bridge. Let's see what happened. It bounced and he missed it completely. He just ran too far towards the ball. Kane Williamson with a word of advice for his bowler. The pressure is on. 19 runs of 3 balls. We need 3 sixes to win from here on. 3 sixes to tie the match, in fact. Oh my goodness, is it going to the boundary? Wow. Alright. Oh my goodness, what a game this is. Usman Young is taking the charge. Beautiful shot. He's finding the gaps. 15 runs, 2 balls. That's the math. That's not going to the boundary, guys. I think that's curtains for us. The final delivery of the innings coming up. We did not manage to. And that's the end of the match. New Zealand win by 13 runs. Just fell a short. Kane Williamson gets the player of the match, which is very fair. I mean, he did play a really good knock. So, I mean, all points to New Zealand for playing really well and being on top of their game and being able to win the match. So here's the final scorecard. New Zealand put up a score of 369 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. and with the ball we were not that good. We gave like 89 runs in 10 overs. So yeah, Kane Williamson scored 161 not out, and India we fell short by 14 runs. Usman Young, the top scorer for India, scoring 124 of 67 balls. I mean, that's crazy hitting. I scored 67 runs of 56 balls, so I think we are still continuing the form that we are in, but India managed to lose the first game of the World Cup. That's it from Trent Bridge. And the table situation is something like this: Bangladesh still sitting on top of the table with 6 points, New Zealand on second after the win against India, Sri Lanka on third, Pakistan on fourth, West Indies on fifth, followed by India. We won 2 matches, lost 1, so we still have a long way to go. Let's hope, fingers crossed, we will qualify for the semi-finals. And Afghanistan, South Africa, Australia, England, the last 4. And yeah, and the next match is against Pakistan at the Old Trafford, and that will be a good game. So I'm gonna end the video here. We had a really good game against New Zealand. We lost the match, but it was a good high scoring match. And yeah, if you like the video, please do hit the like button, and if there's any suggestions or something of that sort, please do let me know in the comment box down below. And if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. I request you to do that, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.